Saturday weekend morning here in Huntsville, Alabama. Welcome to Smokey and the Chad. I am your host. I am El Smokey, and the one that accompanies me each and every time on this 1 hour radio spectacular. He's also part of the namesake of the show. He is the one, the only, the Chad.
Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing? I'm okay, man. I'm absolutely tired, ready for the weekend. But I'm here this morning and ready to go, man. Ready to kick it off.
Well,
it did not start off great. We didn't have everything ready as we started. We started a little later, but we're rolling. We're here. We're doing it.
It is what it is, and you know what? We keep on rolling, and you know what? You, my friend, I mean, you're just picking up all the slack that's going on. Like Tom Abraham's out, you're in hosting the show now. Look at you. You are the true backbone of this place.
Well, I mean, we all have our specialties, and we all do a lot to kind of keep this place rolling. And if anybody needs any help, man, I don't have a problem filling in. I don't have a problem doing the show. Bailey did a great job helping out too as well.
We need to get that kid a good nickname.
Yeah. I get it. He probably doesn't want to be Cream, so I get that's probably why he said Crash. But then Captain Cool did a great job too. He filled in for a couple of days when he showed up. So
Captain Cool,
when Captain Cool, he's like his dad. He's like his dad. He'll show up, tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. I'll be back next week though.
But let's go over the flu.
Yeah, for all the sports guys, the sports people.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Hey, it's a good commercial when you can say it and you remember it and it's something that it's like if you listen to the station every day like we do, or if you're just like a nut like I used to just listen to the station every single day. I got used to a lot of the West Neighbors commercials for sure. You know the West Neighbors commercials for sure. They're the best. They're the best. And when you go to other places, they know the commercials too.
That is just one of those things. When you get hardcore listeners, there's some that'll come up to you and be like, "Why did you play this?"
Yeah.
Like there's a certain PSA that has been a good bit for Ruth Rootsy is her name, and I get. Every time somebody brings that up to me, I'm like, good God almighty, you're old. I mean, anyway, particulars, you can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Rose Scholar. He's at Guathny Chad. The station's at 977 ESPN. Phone number to get in is 256-576-4977. Since it's 4th of July weekend, we're just going to have some fun with, your favorite 4th of July moment. If you want to call in and talk about your favorite 4th of July moments, what are you doing this 4th of July weekend? Are you grilling out? Are you going over to Guntersville and hanging out on the lake? Are you going to go watch the fireworks over on Lake Guntersville? I generally do that most of the time. It's a nice little view that goes on over. Well, my mom and my stepdad actually live over in Guntersville, so we've got certain spots we go and get away from other people and watch the fireworks. Like a good little 20, 30 of us just hang out and enjoy the fireworks show on top of the mountain. So, yeah. And then what? Milton Frank's having a fireworks show this year too, if I remember correctly.
Well, also, I mean, you can.
Or no, Panders.
Yeah, the Trash Pandas are doing something at Toyota, the Crawfish Festival. So if you want to hit up that too, that's at 4:00. And there's a lot of stuff for kids. There's a lot of stuff for grown-ups as well. There's a lot of outside of the. I know when I saw that all the list or whatever, outside of the Crawfish Festival food or whatever that you pay for. You've got plenty of food trucks there as well. So if crawfish isn't your thing, but you want to go see some, I believe there's fireworks too after. I would think.
Yeah.
But they've got that going on. They've got a lot of other stuff going on. A lot of activities, a lot of events too. Hot dog eating contest, sack race.
God.
And then what was it? Watermelon eating contest.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other one. There's like one more.
Hot dog eating contest.
The hot dogs, man.
They really disappointed me because I actually
I can put down a couple of park dogs.
I have a mutual follower that is in the hot dog eating contest, and I tried to get him on just to see what how he prepares for this hot dog. But he's not available for this morning, so it was like, damn.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't know now. Yeah, I don't know about this level of. I mean, you never know. You could have. That's the thing that was weird when I used to work at Dreamland, right? there was a time where they did it was like a wing eating contest or a rib. It was like a rib or I think it was a ribs. It was ribs or wings. I can't remember which one they did, but they did an eating contest and they actually had like 3 or 4 guys come in from the Nathan's, like the guys that go around and professionally eat and stuff like that, and actually came in and did that. So I wonder if maybe, with all these hot dog eating contests, I wonder if they're going to bring any competition in, or if this is just like, local bragging rights.
Well, considering that Nathan, like the 4th is on Monday, I bet everybody's up in Coney Island.
Oh yeah, well yeah, definitely. But you never know. There could be some. I know a lot of times that people don't do the hot dog eating contest. Obviously, all those other people that are like really good at it are like ice cream eating champions or whatever. Man, I could not do ice cream. I would get a brain freeze immediately.
Exactly.
I do that every time with an ice cream sandwich. So I mean, I literally would just kill myself if I try to eat ice cream too fast. But no, I couldn't do any. Which one could you do? Could you be good at the hot dog eating, or could you do the watermelon? The watermelon eating, I said that before. It just seems like you're just eating like basically water. Like it just I feel like you could destroy it real quick. You know what I mean?
You could.
There's some people out there that.
The one thing is that you got to make sure your water intake isn't much, because water getting in that stomach. I mean,
that'd be the one thing about me with the hot dog eating contest. I'd have to constantly dip the hot dog in the water. But that would just be like, I feel like that would just, oh man, that's too much for that hurts my stomach just to think about it. Ruining a dog like that.
I'd rather enjoy the stuff that I eat.
I'll sit on the side, eat the hot dog, when
I worked in fast food management, I had to eat quickly. So now I just try and enjoy what I eat instead of having to rush or anything like that.
Yeah.
Granted, I just scarfed down a McGriddle right here before the show.
Yeah, well, those are worth it though. Those will kick off the morning anytime, no matter how you feel the night before. The night before.
It's the only good thing for McDonald's.
Really, it is.
Really? There's nothing else. That's the only. Well, the Coke.
Everyone's like, you guys eat McDonald's? Oh,
the Coke slaps. I mean, there's certain places where you get a good.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. I will go to certain particular places if they have the right mixture of the Coke in the freestyle or the fountain.
Yeah, there's levels of Coca-Cola. I like canned Coke, like probably the most, because it's in short spurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously Mountain Dew Coke, Chick-fil-A Coke, really good, and because the ice, it all matters about ice too. If you have like the crushed ice,
no, not the
crushed ice with Coca-Cola, it's like and then just fountain.
Are you one that
fountain Coke at the ballpark with crushed ice? Remember you go to like little ballparks, the crushed ice and Coke. That was like the best Coke ever because it was all fountain Coke. All the boxes that you get, like
you know what the best drink was back in the day? The Gatorade in a glass.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, people don't. See,
Nobody
we're old enough. We're old enough to remember things in glass and cans and everything like that. Nowadays, it's just like most it's just plastic.
All right, we've sidebarred enough for this weekend so far.
It's 4th of July weekend. There's nothing going on. The Braves won.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, let's see. I didn't cover all the other particulars. Did I? Twitch.tv/977ESPN. See, this is what happened. I always I'm so. Anyway, I'm sidebarring again. All right. Twitch
sidebar in the sidebar.
Sidebar to sidebar. Twitch.tv/977ESPN.
Right.
YouTube.
Right.
977ESPN.
Correct.
Zone.
Twitter 977ESPN.
I already said that one.
Okay. Facebook same thing.
Facebook 977ESPN.
I think it's ESPN The Zone.
Yeah. So, The Zone.
The Zone.
Not like etouffee.
See, that's another commercial. That's what I'm saying. That is another commercial that you say you may be like joking and making fun of and poking fun of, but it is literally, you remember it. You're gonna remember it. You're like, what am I thinking about today? Oh, shrimp etouffee. I'm gonna go to Baumhaus.
I said that in front of the wife one time, and she told me that if I talk like Tom Abraham in front of her again, she's gonna slap me.
Yeah, I tried to do my best this week, but had no avail. I had John to do it for me. Like a younger version of him. I mean, I think he's related to him. I don't know. I don't know if you knew that.
He's Italian. You know that? Anyway. 977ESPN.com. You can go check our podcast and all that wonderful jazz right there. Like our half-off deals, which you could have gotten Metro Diner.
They went in like 2 hours.
24 hours ago. But
Well,
you can't get Metro Diner now.
I think the last one. No, I don't say 2 hours. I think the last one was over at right after the Tom Abraham show. Okay.
All right. So
college like 12.
College football news. USC, UCLA, they're going to the Big Ten.
Woo!
You know, I really like right now. 2024 seems to be the year that we all need to be looking at, because the Pac-12, that's when their whole media rights deal is up. That's when USC and UCLA has decided to go over to the Big Ten. We're looking at all these media rights deals about ready to start rocking and rolling. That's the reason why you're getting more of the expansion coming on. Oklahoma, Texas coming to the SEC. Guess what's happening? Media rights deals coming up. SEC on CBS is pretty much gone. So it's time to see how much ESPN's going to pony up. We'll see how much Fox is going to be ready to pony up for that Big Ten network. But expansion's not done. It won't be done. Because if we still got till 2024 for these media rights deals, don't you think certain conferences or the two conferences would be like, hey, we need to take more advantage of trying to get more money? Now, the one thing that really just irks me on how tone deaf the national media is with college football, they're talking about, oh, the Big Ten just got the second biggest market in the nation for television. That second biggest market doesn't even watch much college football. Like 10% of that. You want to talk major markets? We've got 1 hour and a half south of us. That happens to be the top major college football market. You want to get the markets that will get you the highest ratings, the highest percentage. You don't want to who cares if you get 1 million in LA? Because that's like 10%. You're not going to be able to get much more money for 10% of the audience. You go to Birmingham, you get 75% of the audience. That's a little bit more influential in the advertising, in my opinion. Don't you think, Chad?
Yeah, but I think here's the thing. Obviously, the SEC network works because of how well, obviously, the conference is doing, how well the teams are playing, being able to get to the playoff every single year. I feel like with the ACC, I guess with the Big Ten network has already been there, right? So, but it's boring. It's absolutely boring. The only thing that like intrigues me half the time is if it's a recap of a game, or a lot of times they would have like the Big Ten championship, obviously, or something like that. You could watch wrestling. You could watch different sports. It felt like ESPN News or whatever was doing a special broadcast on their air, basically. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of times Big Ten network. SEC network does really well because obviously there's so much success and it's the SEC, so it means more. So obviously with,
of course,
I know, right? I know, right? But I'm saying is with baseball and softball, I mean, that's the thing about the SEC network. You're able to watch a lot of good coverage of other sports as well outside of football. And when I look at this, all I'm seeing now is why wouldn't anybody just want to go towards the SEC? Because with the addition of Texas and Oklahoma, you're going to get even more viewership. I feel like the South, predominantly, like I already saw like a proposed like picture of like two like super conferences, basically of like 32 teams, and it looked like basically the North and the West versus the South, and everybody in the South looked like it was. I mean, it didn't look like it was fair half the time with all the teams that were involved. And where we're getting to that point of, I feel like eventually it's just going to be two huge conferences, the little NFL basically. You guys play for it all. We're going to have like a 16-team playoff. And then it's going to get to the point where, I mean, it's no different than the NFL, but better. Like, I feel like it's because I think more people are going to gravitate around it. I hope that people don't lose interest in it when it kind of turns into this. And I hope that, like I heard earlier, I hope that we don't get rid of the conference games and the big rivalry games and everything like that, because we're trying to just, all it is money. All we're doing is trying to get more teams, to get more viewership, to get more money for more TV and more and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's it's honestly, I don't know why. I like the move. Don't get me wrong, but seeing those two teams, I see USC, who has the best. I think they have, obviously they're going to have the better football program. They have the better football program. But what does UCLA really bring to the Big Ten? They don't have a lot of softball teams. They don't have a whole lot of baseball teams in the Big Ten. So you're going to bring that over. But what else are you bringing over? Basketball. Yeah, basketball, it's the Big Ten. You want the Big Ten to kind of like maybe take down the ACC. But here's the thing. If eventually the SEC takes Duke and North Carolina, or Duke and Miami, or whoever, Duke and Clemson, I think they would take Duke and North Carolina, so they have that rivalry too. It's just like you're going to get more viewership over on this SEC conference, if we want to call it, than you would the Big Ten, because not a lot of people out west even. How many people do you think are going to wake up for like 10 o'clock games and watch USC play like Wisconsin and stuff like that?
10 o'clock
or
games?
9 o'clock
no,
games, or
you
whatever
know what?
it is.
I'm ready. Yeah, that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for Rutgers and UCLA in the Rose Bowl at 9 a.m.
Exactly.
That is exactly what I'm ready for.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
And imagine the Rutgers coaches now being like, oh, yeah, you could go play in the Rose Bowl one year that you're here at Rutgers. I mean,
it's huge. It's huge. My thing is,
but just to get on some points with you real quick. You're talking about the rivalry games. We get to 20-team conferences. You're basically wiping out all but one rivalry. Like Bama and Auburn will be the only thing, and then you're not seeing anything else be a yearly thing.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for that one rivalry game? Each and every year?
No, because we sit here and complain every single year about how they got to play during COVID season. They have to play a full season, while other conferences played 6 games and other play 8, and it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't seem fair for a team to go through a gauntlet of their own conference.
I wasn't talking about Are you ready for just one rivalry game?
No, I'm not, because I want to see.
Are you ready for Bama LSU to get scrapped? Are you
No.
ready for Bama Tennessee to be scrapped?
I don't.
Are you ready for Auburn and Georgia to get scrapped?
No, because that's the thing.
And I'm not saying scrapped for good. I'm saying scrapped on the yearly rotation. Like you're going to see this game every 2 or 3 years.
No,
but you're not going to see it every year.
No, because here's the thing: whether there's been dominance over 6 or 7 years, or one team or maybe it's more competitively in the last 10 years or whatever than it's ever been or something like that. Or for instance, maybe, it's the instance of Tennessee and Alabama and how long it's been for them. I don't really care about that. I care about the history behind it. That was the whole thing. Like, that was like the one cool thing about NCAA football, was it gave you the history a lot of times on the rivalries at the time before before it went away. And
right.
so I was like a kid that would always dig into like the computer a little bit further to kind of understand the rivalries and understand like the big games and everything like that. That's the reason why you have it on video. That's the reason why when, to hype up the crowd right before the game, they play, at the home field of some of the best, rivalry games they've ever had. And if you limit that, I just think that it's not as special if just because you're trying to please a weird audience that just doesn't want. They want more non-conference games that are more competitive, I guess, or anything like that. If you're going to do that, then just like literally get rid of like 1 or 2 or at least one cupcake game and put more.
But the thing is that the cupcake game helps pay for the Cupcakes.
That's true.
Program.
And see, that's where we all get into the rabbit hole of like, do we even care about that anymore? Should we care about that anymore? Because it pays other programs, or other sports too. It's not just their football program they're over here trying to pay for.
Not all NFL players are going to come from these 2 major, super gigantic Galactus style conferences right here.
Yeah,
I mean, you're still going to have your HBCUs. You're still going to have your 1AAs. You're still going to have your group of 5. But
are you going to like it when I get it? We're already to that point, but are you going to like it once? Like, let's say Bryce Young's, for instance. Let's just say it's during all this super conference stuff, right? And he wins the Heisman, but then he makes like 10 times more than rookies in the NFL. Are we gonna like show our allegiance? Or a lot of people gonna go back to the NFL because
I'm not even going to say an opinion on that situation because with the way that these kids are starting to get NIL money and all that, what's about to happen? A big bad implosion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to be downright disgusting.
It's like you don't want to promote failure for a lot of these guys that are just getting crazy mad money and off of basically nothing. And I think when it's trickling down to the high school level, it's kind of an issue. But
yeah.
it's
the NFL, Goodell's going to hit them hard and be like, "Yo, no, this ain't." I believe the NFL is going to be the one that's going to interject themselves to be like, "Yeah, you guys ain't doing this crap." No.
Yeah, it's the Wild West, and I mean, pay more, you get more.
Anyway, we're gonna go take a quick commercial break and pay some bills. But on the other side, this is something that I'm really interested in because I have not been an MLB fan for about 7 or 8 years until last year. Granted, the show helped out. But anyway, this year, in 2 weeks, MLB has an opportunity to get a lot of new fans and a lot of old fans to come back. I'll explain why with Smokey in the Chat here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Isn't the story of the prodigal son an amazing story? Basically, a rowdy boy who literally wished his father dead ran away and consumed his wealth with hard and fast living. Yet the father looked for his return every day, and when the boy got tired of eating pig slop, he decided to return. What did the father do? As soon as he saw that boy, he ran to him, threw his arms around him, and killed the fatted calf for a great celebration. Hey, I'm John Dees, pastor of the Cross Point Church. If you're looking for a church home, come see us, smack dab across the street from the YMCA in Madison.
This is Wes Neighbors with Philip with Eagle Insulation, and we have an announcement to make.
Yes, Wes, we are now Eagle Masonry and Insulation. Still a place to call for your installation needs, but now we offer masonry services.
What kind of masonry projects can you handle?
Wes, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do renovations, new construction, outdoor fireplaces, fire pits, brick landscape borders.
Well, when you came out to my house, you did both the insulation and masonry at the same time. You guys did rock for me, you did brick for me, and you insulated my house. That's usually done at the same time that you're building a house.
Absolutely. It really capitalizes on two services you need at the same time, and you can get one company to handle both of those.
Philip with Eagle Insulation will come out, do your installation. He'll do your masonry. They do a great job. They guarantee your work. Check out more online at insulatewitheagle.com. and schedule your free examination today. 256-755-1556.
Thanks, Wes.
What's better than Valley Equipment Rental? Two Valley Equipment Rentals, and that's just what we have now. The original on the South Memorial Parkway between Drake and Airport Road, and their second location on North Memorial Parkway just north of Winchester Road. Valley Equipment is locally owned and has more skid steers, excavators, and lifts than anyone in the area, plus all the small tools that you need to get the job done like a pro. And if you are a pro, you need to check out the new North location now because Valley Equipment has what you need. Learn more at valleyequipmentrents.com.
Tired of the same old menu options everywhere you go? Then you need to try Metro Diner in Huntsville and Madison. The award-winning Metro Diner serves up signature dishes like their Charleston shrimp and grits, famous fried chicken and waffles with strawberry butter, and lots more. Their entire menu is available anytime, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And stop by for brunch on Saturday or Sunday and enjoy the lowest price mimosas in town. Airport Road, Huntsville, and Highway 72 in Madison. In diner or at home, make it Metro Diner.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. You know, you'll hear people say we're like a family, but here at the Lackey Law Firm, that's really true, not just a saying.
I'm Justin Lackey. With my father and my sister, we have a special connection to each other.
I'm Jennifer Lackey. At the Lackey Law Firm, when we take on your case, you become part of our family. You really do.
And we'll always do whatever it takes to get everything you deserve.
If you're injured, you worry about getting well, not about paperwork or insurance companies or figuring out how to get to your lawyer's office. I'll come to you.
We worry about your case so you don't have to.
When you've been injured, we know that your case is probably the biggest thing going on in your life. more important than almost anything else.
And it's important to us, too, for one simple reason. Family takes care of each other, and at the Lackey Law Firm, we'll take care of you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
Your representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Your Atlanta Braves are battling through the hot weather and big road trips as they look to push for a 4th straight division crown.
A high fly ball, a mile deep to left, way out of the ballpark. Ronald Acuna just clobbered one to left.
Today, don't miss another National League battle from the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati as your Atlanta Braves take on the Reds. Braves Radio's on the air at 2:55 Eastern, 1:55 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A partly sunny sky this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the upper 80s and lower 90s. Overall, it's going to be a fantastic day across the Tennessee Valley, but a couple of isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to be possible at the heart of the afternoon, early into the evening. Dropping into the lower 70s as we head into the overnight. It's a rinse and repeat process for your Sunday. A partly sunny sky, temperatures climbing into the upper 80s and lower 90s with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. If you don't like 2 days of this, well, then I got some bad news. We're in for 3 days of it. The 4th of July itself, a partly sunny sky, temperatures into the lower 90s with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Who wants coffee? Anybody want coffee?
Can you get me a dog?
The tie is tied.
Tom Abraham, weekdays from 10 till noon on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
All lines are open. Feel free to jump in. 256-576-4977.
Welcome back into Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. You just decided to pull this off of the computer and all that, or is this actually in the bumper rotation?
This is in the rotation.
Whose?
This is with. Well, I think we run off the same music.
Is that Talking Ball? Is that the rotation for Talking Ball?
Well, they kind of all have the same because it's all under the same rotator, I believe. They do. Tom has his own rotator, of course.
Well, yeah.
He's got the Tom rotator.
The Drive's got their own rotator, too.
Well, I think a lot of the same I think a lot of the same music
that's
is
the very
both
first one I've
the morning. Heard. Yeah, I've these have been put in recently. That's why I've been throwing around other music because there was some stuff in there that, like, I added I didn't really like. And so I just wanted to add
I
didn't
hate it. It's
no, I know,
like,
but there was some other ones in there that I was like, that's kind of let's not do that one anymore. Let's change it up.
You know, Money in the Banks tonight. I mean, I could talk a little bit wrestling if you want. No, I ain't gonna do that.
So what's going on still with the McMahon thing?
Yeah,
because like he didn't he show up again on Raw or something?
He showed up on Raw for
I guess he paid
John Cena night.
Actually,
I take that back. It is John Cena night. But nobody saw him.
Oh, it wasn't on TV or something, or was it?
Yeah, it was on TV, but couldn't see him.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You know, like all those pictures of such and such with John Cena.
Yeah,
and there's nothing.
That's funny. I mean, I just didn't understand that whole situation.
It was Cena's like 20th anniversary in WWE, so Vince came out and did a little introduction, which, I mean. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that whole paid off thing or didn't pay off somebody.
It just seems like with the world of professional wrestling, ever since either Cody Rhodes tore his pectoral muscle, which anybody that was on Twitter that night saw the picture of the torn pec.
Yeah, it was about as gross as when JJ Watt got chop blocked in the thigh and he had that absolute that bruise was like bigger than my whole chest. It was like if I had a bruise all over my entire chest, like it was gigantic.
Or you could look at AEW and MJF just being mad as hell and calling out Tony Khan and just cutting out a pipe bomb promo. Ever since then, the world of professional wrestling seems to have gone, oh my God.
Well, it's just...
You've had injuries. You've had people
You got Pat McAfee all over the place.
Pat McAfee's going to be wrestling in Nashville for SummerSlam.
Really? Is he gonna wrestle Logan Paul? Because isn't Logan Paul a WWE wrestler now?
Logan Paul just actually got signed by WWE, but Pat McAfee will be facing Happy Corbin.
Okay. I honestly,
You have
I
no idea who a Happy Corbin
no,
is.
I think I do. I'm pretty sure if you show me a picture of him, I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about.
If you look up on like anything with Corbin, I would recommend looking up his the way he cooks barbecue on YouTube, because that man is a master of the smoke.
Oh yeah, I know that. What was his other name? Didn't he have other names?
Baron Corbin, King
Baron,
Corbin.
That's King. Yes, that's the one I remember the most. Didn't he have like a little pawn with him the entire time? Didn't he have a short little guy?
Scepter?
Didn't he have like a guy that was like his second right-hand man or something?
Well, he had this guy called Madcap Moss when he was
I think
when he was Happy Corbin, not King Corbin.
Okay. I remember King Corbin, but I remember I remember that.
Anyway,
I don't know enough about nowadays wrestling than anything.
As we teased up before the commercial break right there, MLB has a very big opportunity to snag a bunch of new fans and gain some old ones back. Now, me, I'd say I lost my fandom about 2012,
Never once.
2012, 2013. It just got boring. Nothing, like no stars really or anything like that.
Hurts my heart.
And then, lo and behold, last year rolls around, and I have Xbox Game Pass. The show has never been on Xbox because it was a Sony exclusive, so it only came out on PlayStation. I was not a PlayStation guy. I am a Xbox guy. And then, lo and behold, the show comes out on Game Pass. I can actually play the show for the first time in 8 years. Of course, I downloaded it, and I started playing it. I started learning more about the MLB players and the young crew that is growing into this world of Major League Baseball. Your Acuñas, your Albies, the Blue Jays, the team of legacy, as I
Vladimir
like to call
Bobichette.
it.
I mean, you got so many great. You're gonna have Drew Jones if he's gonna be something in like 2 years or 3 years, wherever he goes. I mean, you've got so many young talent right now, even in the league, that you just got to admire like a lot. I mean, Juan Soto is about to be like the highest paid player, Nationals player probably on his team, and he's probably going to be one of the highest paid players in the MLB too.
He's going to be a top 5.
They're going to give him stupid Bryce Harper money,
but it's just one of those things that the game has helped me gravitate towards these players.
Yeah,
and it helps give me awareness. Which, I mean, granted, nowadays that's what is going to appeal to more of the younger generation.
Yeah.
Baseball's average age for a fan right now is 57. MLB, 57 years old. That's a little old, right?
I think some people would disagree with you, but I mean, there's probably people that listen to this show that are
like,
that median age that probably disagree with you. But no, I get what you're saying, but video games, that's the thing about video games. That's what I was saying earlier about NCAA. It would tell you the history of a rivalry, or it would tell you like maybe there was it'll show you what the head-to-head was between these two teams or whatever.
Right.
And it would give you a little bit of background of that. And that's why I gravitate with fantasy football so much and doing other stuff too, like video games, like Madden Ultimate and all the other stuff, and the baseball one as well, where literally you start going through it and then you go look up more players, or you go look up their stats, or you go look up the history of a team, or you might get an older player that you didn't really know and you go look him up. And then that was the thing, I think, with baseball cards, especially with me back in the day. That's the reason why I gravitated to baseball so much, is because I collected cards. And then I also I have like an encyclopedia. I've got encyclopedias. I've got, you know what I mean? I've got, that's going back through all that stuff and learning the history. That's why video games are pretty cool. And like you said, it's going to gravitate to the younger generation, because go look at half of these professional athletes. They're playing Fortnite. They're playing, Warzone. They're out there doing these types of things. They're playing NBA and all that other stuff, and NHL and stuff like that. So,
and with the way Diamond Dynasty is in the show, is card collecting. Like you get actual, like I've got a Jackie Robinson rookie.
It's
card
like all of them
Jackie
are
Robinson.
And the funny thing is it's a weird, which I get it every single year. It's kind of like NFTs. It's like because like every year there's a new game.
God, NFTs.
Like that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is every single year there's a new game, right? But you can't carry over your cards from the year before to the next one. So like you have to go spend more money again on getting more cards. And I think
Well, I mean,
or playing the tutorials and playing the
Well, I mean, it's a video game.
Oh, no, I get that, yeah.
And
But
that's just
that's the cool thing I like about progression, though, in video games, though, is that other video games will give you, like, experience, or they'll give you, like, skins or something like that because you've played before and you play, you know, in the previous years. That's kind of what's been cool, too. But what you're saying is how it's gravitating to the younger generation. It should greatly, because, I mean, my brother doesn't like baseball. And he was playing the show for like a while, okay? He only plays football and only likes football. But yet, or he likes basketball too, but he don't play basketball. He'll play the video game because he loves the athletes and he likes watching the NBA. So I mean, he's definitely gonna, and he probably knows more about the Atlanta Hawks than I do. Half the time I'm getting information from him. We were sitting there arguing about, not arguing, but we were over there talking about Herter getting traded, and Murray going to the Hawks. So it's just been like we're sitting there just debating on what was given up and and stuff like that. So like he's big on it, and just on video games alone. It's not just because he likes the sport or anything like that. He's getting back in. It's because he's getting back into it,
right? And
yeah.
It's just one of those things that now we've got 2 weeks. SEC Media Days is coming up in 2 weeks. But I'm not talking about SEC Media Days, because you know what else happens during Media Days week? After we get done,
we're gonna party.
Yeah, we're gonna party.
Yeah, the board ops and the producers are gonna party.
But
we're gonna have a pizza party. Pizza every day.
Oh my god! Yeah, no. I'm not gonna go there.
You're not gonna hang out at the pizza party.
I'm getting away from the brick Tamlin that just hit my head.
I love Lamp.
I love Lamp. Yes.
Do you really love Lamp, or are you just
Sex
saying that? Are you looking around the room and saying things?
Sex Panther.
Works 60% of the time, all the time. That doesn't make any sense.
All right. So, All-Star Game. All-Star Game is in 2 weeks. Festivities go on. There's one particular event during the All-Star Week that has died out a little bit that could have some major juice, as well as bring in the younger audience and bring some old people back. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Chad?
Oh, yeah. Home Run Derby.
Would you like, all right, so if we're going to do this eight person.
I would love to see it.
If we're going to do this 8-person format of the Home Run Derby, I pulled up, well, let's see. People are tied at T18, but it's all the way, it's 23. So the top 23 names in the home run total in Major League Baseball right now. Rhys Hoskins, Rowdy Tellez, Willie Adams, Patrick Wisdom, Jose Ramirez, Brandon Drury, Rafael Devers, Mookie Betts, which Mookie would not probably be able to because he's been injured, CJ Cron, Jock Peterson, Ohtani, Vlad Jr., Austin Riley, Christian Walker, Paul Goldschmidt, Giancarlo Stanton, Byron Buxton, Rizzo, Pete Alonso, Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Schwarber, Mike Trout, and Aaron Judge leads your home run.
I would love to see.
Now,
yeah.
Out of those 23,
yeah,
do you think we could actually get 8 in there, and we get 2 specifically, as in the Judge and Shohei?
Let's see.
Because honestly, this is MLB's wet dream. If they could get those 2, along with the combination of 6 of the others that I've just named, would that be a home run derby that you would gravitate and watch?
I would watch it, yes. Shohei Ohtani did it last year. Judge doesn't want to do it, and it like Judge kind of gives me that like LeBron feel, where it's like you're probably never gonna see it. Like he's like, I get it, he's not, because like LeBron would win the dunk contest if he had done it once. Like we're not gonna see Judge do the home run derby, I don't think. But I would watch it. I would love to see some guys come back too, but guys don't want to do it so many years or whatever. Like I'd love to see Vladdy Jr. do it again. I would love to see Pete Alonso maybe try to win it again. There's some notables that you didn't mention. I would like to see Austin Riley hit in it. I mean,
just mentioned. I
was reading something, so I probably just ignored it. But
Riley is sitting T8 in this one.
I mean, I don't know if like the reason why I would think he'd probably be one of the picks is because what I just said is like a lot of the guys may not want to do it again. Like Ohtani may not want to do it again. I mean, do you want to see Jazz Chisholm in the home run derby? That's not a guy that I want to see in the home run derby.
I didn't name him.
No. I'm looking at another one, and it was like possible names, and like Yordan Alvarez for the Astros. Like to see him do it. Rafael Devers for the Red Sox. Maybe see him do it. Like you said Mike Trout. I don't know. Like I would like to see Mike Trout do it, but I don't know, man. I just think I don't know. I don't think it's as big anymore.
Schwarber's a sexy name for the home run.
That was one that I was gonna say right before you asked me who would I want. That's one name. Kyle Schwarber would be definitely one. I mean, I would have liked to see Bryce Harper be in it too if he wanted to do it again, but I don't think he would have been able to do it again. And then plus he's hurt. But yeah, Kyle Schwarber would be great because he's been huge hitting home runs, especially in the month of June. And I mean, I would watch it. I mean, I always watch it. But the thing is like what would make me really watch it is what you just said is Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. But I don't think we're going to get that because one did it and the other one just doesn't want to do it. He's just going to LeBron it out.
I'm just saying, out of these 23 names, we can have eight sexy picks right there. And then you get, I mean, the Judge and Shohei are your ultimate. You got to have these two in here. You know, and this is the perfect opportunity for MLB if they want to do a little bit of extra incentive. You know, maybe put a little bit like $1 million on the line or something like that.
Yeah.
Brandon Drury is a great young player coming up for the Cincinnati Reds. Nobody really knows this kid.
Yeah, Will Smith for the Dodgers would be really cool too. That would be a really good one.
CJ Cron, Rockies. Not many people know about him, but this dude has torn it up.
I mean, I would like to see Juan Soto do it again.
Soto's
I don't think he's going to do it.
He's not in the top half, but he's a name that will actually draw some people.
Rowdy Tellez, he would draw some people. He would draw. I mean, obviously he's going to draw the Brew Crew, but he's going to draw some guys. I mean, Rowdy Tellez is really like he's really produced since being on the Brewers. I've watched him for the last couple of years, and I really liked what I wish they would put Vogelbach just to put him out there because that dude is absolutely massive, and to have that guy out there, that would be a spectacle during the home run derby to see that big dude out there. But
Byron Buxton's another one that not many people see him because he's in Minnesota, but that dude has just been lighting it up this season. I mean, good God, 21 home runs. Granted, he's only got 38 RBIs. Let's see, where's
how about this? Why don't we just how about this? Let Matt Olson do it again, and then ask Freddie Freeman to do it.
But also, here's the other thing,
because that would be like the whole thing would all be that the eyes would definitely be on the home run derby then.
The reason why I think this could be that you could actually get more of these guys in, is where the All-Star game. And MLB is going to emphasize it too because they're in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to put Freddie. I think they're going to put Will Smith, or they're probably they're going to it won't be Freddie. It won't be Freddie.
Mookie right now is injured. He's the only Dodger that I mentioned in that top 23.
And the crazy.
So I mentioned two Angels.
Yeah.
Are they going to be the hometown ones? For the home run derby?
I don't know, because like I said, I don't think Mike Trout's going to do it.
Where is our next Dodger? Let's see. Brave, Cub, Yankee, Angel. 3 Angels. I don't even see another Brave. I don't see another Dodger in the home run total in the top 50.
Yeah, because I don't see Mookie Betts doing it because obviously he's injured, and I don't see him doing it. I don't see Cody Bellinger doing it. That's why I said Will Smith, because Will Smith's been he's gonna be a local guy. He's gonna be they're gonna try to put one guy in there, and I don't know if I really don't think you're gonna put Freddie Freeman. I really don't think you're gonna put Freddie Freeman there. And if you do, don't ruin it, because all it is gonna be about him crying and him and his agent, and it's not even gonna be about the home run derby. And that's what that's what I would just absolutely hate about it. Like, and that would turn me off if I wasn't a fan of it, and I had to that'd be like the third time I try to turn on baseball or something like that. And it's the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? The same issue. which as a fan, we don't care. You know what I mean? So
we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we get back, I'm going to give you guys a little DF3 and for the 4th of July weekend. And then we will have final thoughts before this nice, wonderful America holiday weekend. You are listening to Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN. So,
Tired of the same old menu options everywhere you go? Then you need to try Metro Diner in Huntsville and Madison. The award-winning Metro Diner serves up signature dishes like their Charleston shrimp and grits, famous fried chicken and waffles with strawberry butter, and lots more. Their entire menu is available anytime, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And stop by for brunch on Saturday or Sunday and enjoy the lowest price mimosas in town. Airport Road, Huntsville, and Highway 72 in Madison. In diner or at home, make it Metro Diner.
Did you know Kohl's has beyond epic deals just in time for 4th of July fun? I just got buy one, get one for $1 Jumping Beans Kids Finds, shorts for less than $18, and swimsuits for just $17.99. The best part? I didn't need any coupons, earned Kohl's cash, and got free store pickup. So yeah, run to Kohl's. Select styles. Sale ends July 4th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Your Atlanta Braves are battling through the hot weather and big road trips as they look to push for a 4th straight division crown.
A high fly ball, a mile deep to left, way out of the ballpark. Ronald Acuna just clobbered one to left.
Today, don't miss another National League battle from the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati as your Atlanta Braves take on the Reds. Braves Radio's on the air at 2:55 Eastern, 1:55 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
Listen to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton.
Let's talk some football with the special assistant to the commissioner of the Southeastern Conference. He is head coach David Cutcliffe, who's kind enough to join us. How are you, Coach?
Well, I'm good, but I got one question because I got to hear a lot. Which one of y'all is getting up and dancing during all that good music to start with? Somebody's got to be up.
Yes. Actually, we were hoping you next time you come on, you video your jig. Did you ever dance?
I'm good. You just ask anybody that ever played for it. Listen, when you were raised the way I was raised, my mother taught us it didn't cost anything to dance.
Listen to The Drive, weekdays starting at 5 p.m. on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A partly sunny sky this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the upper 80s and lower 90s. Overall, it's going to be a fantastic day across the Tennessee Valley, but a couple of isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to be possible at the heart of the afternoon, early into the evening. Dropping into the lower 70s as we head into the overnight. It's a rinse and repeat process for your Sunday. A partly sunny sky, temperatures climbing into the upper 80s and lower 90s with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. If you don't like 2 days of this, well, then I got some bad news. We're in for 3 days of it. The 4th of July itself, a partly sunny sky, temperatures into the lower 90s with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
So who is Wes Neighbors?
He's going to put an ass whooping meter on next year.
Does Wes know?
1 or 2 or 3 cans whoop ass.
We can all figure it out. Weekday afternoons, 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Welcome back in. Final segment right here of Smokey and the Chad on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Getting ready for 4th of July festivities. But before that, I might as well knock this out of the way before the music comes. I need a little bit of time with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the DF3.
All right, the DF3 is my favorite 3 fantasy picks over the weekend that will cause trouble on their opponents. So, where am I going to go on this 4th of July weekend since we don't have much to talk about in the world of daily fantasy? Well, you have a UFC pay-per-view tonight. As UFC, the 4th of July show is generally one of their 3 biggest, as Dana White always tries to make this one feel much more like this one, the New Year's show, and the Super Bowl Sunday is usually big. Israel Adesanya is the fantasy play. I'm going with that one. In baseball, today, Rafael Devers seems like one that I am really going to be hammering in my plays later on today. And then for the Road America race tomorrow, one that's a nice little fantasy value. I'm not going to tell you Chase Elliott. I'm not going to tell you Ross Chastain. One that you could get off a value that could get you very good points. Christopher Bell is, in my opinion, the guy to go with for your fantasy value. That's all of DraftKings. I will put that on Twitter, and then I will put out tomorrow after the race all of the Oh, I just saw from a Vol Twitter account that Vanderbilt's going to be moving to the Tennessee High School Athletic.
They might fare a chance over there.
Chad, what do you get into this 4th of July weekend?
Hanging out with the family. Probably see a bunch of Trash Panda games and just hang out.
You guys have yourself a wonderful 4th of July. Enjoy the fireworks. Go boom. No snakes, or all snakes, sparklers, all that stuff. But whisker do's, whisker don'ts, with or without the spoon stick. But be careful. Be safe. Don't do anything dumb.